Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will start this video with introduction. To understand the process of creating and managing database migration in a Laravel application, let's to create and define database table for subject, lecture host, the lecture group, and student timetables to add column to existing table using Laravel migration. Lastly, to set up flagging key constraint for related database table and to install the Doctrine DBLL library for supporting migration process. Start with task 1, which is create subject migration. Open the terminal and run the command php artisan migrate. Then run the command php artisan make double dot migration create timetable create underscore table name in plural underscore table and php artisan make double dot migration create underscore subject underscore table to create a new migration file. Next, use the command php artisan make double dot migration alter underscore column name underscore in underscore table name underscore table to alter the current table structure. For the task 2, which is edit subject migration file, first locate the file on database and then migration. Then edit the migration file by adding table increment ID, table string subject code, and table string subject name. For the task 3, run migration. Run the command php artisan migrate to create all the table before. Then on the task 4, create lecturer hall migration by using php artisan make double dot migration create underscore host underscore tables to create a migration for the host tables. Continue with the task 5, which is edit lecture. Open the newly created migration file for the host tables. Then type up table increment ID, table string lecture hall name, and table string lecture hall place. On the task 6, run lecturer hall migration by using PHP artisan migrate to create the table. For the task 7, create a migration for the days table by run the command php artisan make double dot migration create underscore days underscore table. Continue with the task 8, which is edit the migration. Define the days table schema, which is table increment ID, table string, day underscore name, nullable. Next, task 9, use PHP artisan migrate to create the days table. Continue with the task 10, which is create lecture group migration. Create a migration for the lecture underscore group table with this command, which is PHP artisan make double dot migration create underscore lecturer underscore groups underscore table. For the task 11, which is edit lecture group migration file. Edit the migration file for the lecture group table by adding the line below, which is tables increments ID, table string name nullable, and lastly table string part nullable. Next, for the task 12, run the PHP artisan migrate to create a lecture group table by using PHP artisan migrate. For the task 13, add certain columns. Create a migration to add columns to existing table using PHP artisan make double dot migration alter underscore add underscore table. We continue the task 13 by open newly created file and add this code schema table user function within table. Write the code table string age nullable after name and schema table subject function within table. Under this line is table string lecture name lecture underscore name nullable after subject underscore name. After done with the editing the command or the coding, run the migration for column addition by using PHP artisan migrate to create and alter underscore add table. Next, for the task 15, which is install.try DBAL library, you must using the composer require .try slash dbal double dot to dot star. Now we continue with the task 16, create table group migration. Run the PHP artisan make double dot migration k underscore student underscore table underscore table to create a migration for student timetables student underscore tables. Define the schema by adding the code below, which are table increments, table unsigned integer user ID nullable, table unsigned integer subject underscore ID nullable, table unsigned integer day underscore ID nullable, table unsigned integer hall underscore ID nullable, table unsigned integer lecturer underscore group underscore ID nullable, table string time underscore from nullable, table string time underscore to nullable, and lastly, table timestamps. And then again for the task 17, for the run timetable group migration, use the PHP artisan migrate to create a student underscore timetable table. Next, for the task 18, to create a foreign key migration, use the command php artisan make double dot migration alter underscore column underscore in underscore student underscore timetable underscore table. Continue with the open newly created files and define the foreign key constraints, which are table foreign subject underscore id reference id on subject, table foreign day underscore id reference id on days, table foreign hall underscore id reference id on halls, table foreign user underscore id reference id on users, table foreign lecturer underscore group underscore id reference id on lecturer underscore groups. And run the PHP artisan migrate to create an alter underscore column underscore in underscore student underscore table for the task 19, which is from the foreign key migration. Continue with the task 20, verify SQL syntax. To verify SQL syntax and ensure that all migration are applied by running the code php artisan migrate double dot status.